Hey, what's up? It's me, the most inconsistent YouTuber in this community right now. I know I really haven't been consistent with the commentary videos recently, but that's because I wanted to stream a little bit, but that's fucking cool. That's the champion score. You know, fuck this shit. No, I'm done. I'm done. Fuck this game. If you watched my last stream, then let's just say it didn't go very well, and I rage quit, so I'm gonna stop streaming for a little bit. But anyway, with that pointless channel update out of the way, let's get into the topic of the video. So I know that I'm not alone in saying that sports games really suck. Mainly Madden, NBA 2K, and FIFA are probably the main issues with the sports games, I guess you could say. The UFC games, from what I've seen, are actually pretty decent games. I've played all three of them, and it was really only the first one that I didn't really have too much fun with. But the other two at least had some good side modes and a really good online play. Sure, the Ultimate Team was in UFC, but I don't think it wasn't like the center of attention like how it was in something like Madden or FIFA. If you look at games like Madden, for example, you will see that Ultimate Team is pretty much the main mode. It's the center of all the advertising. It's all over the main menu. So Madden is pretty much where we'll start off. So Madden 21 is just around the corner with a release date of August 25th of this year. And before I get into Madden 21 and why I think that, Madden games suck in general, I just want to say that the last Madden game that I've truly played is Madden 20 on my brother's Xbox. Once. But if you want to know the last time that I really played Madden, it would have to be Madden 25. I can't tell you how many times that I've ran through the career mode on that game. Now, many Madden shills may say, well, if you love the career mode so much, then why don't you go play the career mode in the newer Madden games? Just go buy the game again. Now, I'm going to answer your question with another question. Why would I buy another $60 game just so I can play the exact same career mode, create the same character? Because if you don't know, the faces are pretty much the same. You cannot really create a unique character in each game because the faces, customization options, they're all pretty much the exact same. So why would I buy a $60 game just to play the same experience? I wouldn't. That's my point. My point is that Madden is pretty much the same game every single year. I recently showed my brother, who loves Madden and pretty much buys every single game when they come out, I showed him 3 different Madden games, not telling him which one was which, just flat out gameplay. And I asked him, which game is which, just by plainly looking at him. And he got each and every single one wrong because they all look the exact same. The only way that you'd really be able to figure out which Madden is which is if you have studied the HUD and like the format of everything that's on your heads-up display really, really well for Madden games, which in that case, I don't know why you're doing that. It's kind of the case with some Call of Duty games. The only difference with Call of Duty games is that it's somewhat obvious which game is which, unlike Madden, because they hardly update the graphics at all. From what I've seen, they don't even add anything new to every single Madden. Madden 20's KO mode is probably the newest thing they've added, and it seems mediocre at best. But guess what? The Ultimate Team mode is still in every single game. You want to know why? Because it's a fun mode that gets brought back because the community loves it? Well, if you're a Madden show, you probably think that this is the greatest thing since the Clone Wars show was announced to come back. But the reality of it is that this mode only is ever brought back because EA sees that mode makes more money than game sales alone. Madden could become a free-to-play game, and the My Ultimate Team mode would make EA enough money. Now, EA defenders may say, but you spend money on games, so you're just as bad. No, because I spend money on games that don't rob their consumers. Games like Apex Legends, maybe besides the event items, Rainbow Six Siege, Overwatch, and hell, I hate to say it, Fortnite, are fair and cosmetic only. Unlike sports games, where you pay for stats, upgrades, and hell, even players. From what I've heard, matchmaking is fucked as well. You could be a free-to-play player, slowly leveling up your cards, then you come across a player that opens packs on their YouTube channel, gets the highest rated players at 99 overall team, and just steamrolls your ass. All of those people doing pack opening videos, by the way, stop encouraging that shit.
Got 89 wins! Oh my god! Are you shitting me?
And sports game fans, speak up. You're all being used. Did you see what happened with Star Wars Battlefront 2? You guys are probably all laughing when the Star Wars games are getting fucked over by microtransactions. But you are aware that Madden has that same problem, right? When EA added loot boxes to the game, the community spoke up and said, no, fuck you and your greedy company. They were the most downvoted comment on Reddit for a good reason. And guess what? The loot boxes were removed, and look at where the game is now, even though I don't play it too much. I still think it's a good game, but, you know, that's besides the point. Imagine what could happen if you all rose up and told EA that you don't like this system. Just don't buy Madden for a year. Hell, 2 years, because I think that EA has so much money that it won't matter if you don't buy Madden for a year. But, because I don't know if you realize yet, EA does not care about you. The players, they don't care.
Is this good for the player? Is this good for the player?
You're all dollar signs to them. They do not care if you like the game or not. They simply update the graphics, do roster updates, change the HUD, and put a different player on the cover. You know, I don't know why you're all wasting your time with that. When instead, you could probably be hoping for a brand new game with some brand new game modes. And hell, I don't think Madden's exactly a hard game to make. You could literally, it's such a simple formula. Just make a fun simulation football game. My Ultimate Team could be reworked as well. I'm really going off of the script. I'm really going off script right now, just because I'm going off on a little rant right now. Because I want to probably come up with a My Ultimate Team rework, alright? So I think My Ultimate Team is a great concept, alright? I think it's an amazing concept for a mode, but the microtransactions hold it back. So I love this concept of you building up your own team. So what if instead you can keep your stupid ass packs if you want, so you can maybe speed up the process, right? But guess what? You won't be allowed to buy them, all right? You can use your in-game currency to buy packs, but we'll speed up the rate where you get credits. But instead, you can use credits to buy players that you specifically want. But packs will be cheaper than that. So that leaves you with a harsh decision. Do you want to save up for players, or do you want to just go the cheap route, buy packs, and hope that you get good players that way? Because from what I've seen, the credit grind in Madden games is slow as hell. There's a reason why my brother is constantly buying Madden tokens, or whatever the fuck they're called. Because the grind for credits is ridiculously slow. So how about instead of taking 50 years out of your life to freaking grind out credits, you speed that process up, get rid of the microtransactions, and boom. Because in my opinion, I don't think My Ultimate Team is that hard of a concept to master either. Build up your own team, and then at that point, it's just skill at the game. Maybe with some overall of players, and also they fix the matchmaking system, because that system is fucked. Make it skill-based matchmaking, because I think My Ultimate Team is kind of a ranked mode if I remember properly. So, have skill-based matchmaking. Depending on how you performed in your first match, it'll throw you in with a pool of other players. I know how much I say I hate skill-based matchmaking, but honestly, I think sports games would probably need it the most out of any type of genre of game. So, I feel that that's probably what would work best. But anyway, I just went really off script there, so that's probably why I was stuttering a hell of a lot more than I actually would. But yeah, you're pretty much paying $60 for a rework, or you're one of those dumbasses that pay for the Superstar Edition or whatever the fuck it's called, which you have to pay $80 for. So yeah, I mean, I'm not the one who decides what you spend your money on, but I think it's best that you don't spend your money on this. Just get a roster update for the last game, because you can do that. So this video is also going to talk about other sports games that do this crap, like FIFA, NBA 2K, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think MLB does stuff like this too. I don't hear too much about the MLB games, but this video is getting pretty long. I know it's probably only I think 10 minutes or so right now, but personally I really don't want to edit a 30-minute video talking about every single game. So depending on how this video does, I'll probably touch on those other games also. But as it stands right now, this might just be about Madden. I don't even know what I'll title this video, but I kind of just went on a rant about Madden in general. I was originally going to talk about all these other sports games, but yeah, I just went on a really long rant about Madden because personally, it's probably the game that has the biggest effect out of any of these. I know FIFA has a huge player base as well, and the Ultimate Team in that game is scummy as well. But I think the difference is that Because from what I've noticed from FIFA, I haven't looked too much into FIFA, but people tend to be just more competitive on FIFA. Like it seems like it has its own tournaments and stuff, which probably makes it even worse than Madden now that I think about it. Because if the tournaments are ultimate team based, then that means you're paying to win tournaments. So I don't know, it might be worse. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't looked too much into FIFA. I was originally going to when I was going to talk about it in this video as well, but at this point I'm just fucking rambling. So, yeah, I'm going to end this video here. Let me know what you guys think about Madden. Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? Let me know what you guys think about sports games in general. Let me know if you guys want to hear me talk about these other sports games, because I'll gladly discuss them, as you guys heard how long I just ranted on Madden for. So, yeah, that's pretty much about it. I'll talk to you guys later.
Is this good for the plot?